The regularly scheduled programs for tonight will not be shown. Ward Hamilton and Mike Nevin will be on again next week at this same time. We now bring you this broadcast already in progress. Live from Pine Street Arena in Potsdam, a special Super Saturday night edition of USA Hockey. We've got the deciding games of the Potsdam Cup playoffs. Here tonight, it is the Caps up against the Creamery, and the Caps own lead 2-0 here, 9:19 to go in this opening period, and the Creamery seemingly picking up more and more men with each drop of the puck. Now they shoot it down into the zone. Cappione back on defense. His shot goes away wide, off the skate. They come around behind the Creamery with the puck. We don't have all the numbers tonight, boys. Not quite as easy as on Thursday night when there were only 8 players. Nonetheless, Cappione down around behind the Breau, and Breau lifts it up and over the boards. We forgot to mention a power play in effect right now for the Creamery. Len Senecal along with Tony Zappia here tonight to bring you this super special Saturday night edition of USA Network Hockey. Now Ron Breau fakes the shot and then finally sends it all the way down around behind goaltender Chick Halliday. He has been beaten twice tonight, once by Bowie, once by Mike Nevin. Nevin back in the lineup after his sobering experience on Thursday night. Now Creamery on the power play, but Cammy breaks it up, flips a long one up over top, and as any of our regular subscribers will notice, they are using the real nets tonight. They put the little kids' ones away here for these big games. Now it's Mark Hewitson starting out of his own zone. Hewitson gets the pass up ahead. Pass to number 1. Should be the goaltender, but is not. Takes a shot right on. Ken Plante makes the save. Ronnie Breau lofts it right up over. Right into the bench almost there. 7:54 to go in this opening period. 2-0, and we might explain we're a little bit late coming on tonight. We missed the opening 2 goals. Tony Zappia up catching a big buzz, and Massena couldn't quite get back in time. But nonetheless, they clear it down again, and within a few seconds, Quebby will be back on the ice, and the power play terminated. Coming up ice, it's Brown for the Creamery. Brown will take it himself in along the blue line. Gets past one check. Now he runs into Cap. Still has the puck, looking to flip it out in front. Stops behind the net, has his man out in front. Got it there off the stick of Mark Gerrish, and there's a battle for it. Ron Breau shoves his man away, and they clear it. And Quebby back on the ice, and the penalty has been killed. Now they flip it into the zone, down into the corner. 7 minutes, 10 seconds to go as Mike Nevin gets it inside his own blue line. Nevin up into the zone. He has the second goal here tonight for the Caps, trying to extend that to a 3-0 mark. Goes in behind the net, had it knocked off his stick there, and number 12 bangs it around the boards. Actually, I think they switched jerseys, a couple of them from the other night. And now Hewitson comes up ice. Hewitson ahead to King. King has it knocked off his stick. Trailer has the puck, but Gregg Girard comes out nicely, and he breaks it up. Over to Mike Blair. Now Blair shoots it into the zone. It comes all the way back around. Tim LaDuke holds it in. Tim LaDuke holding it in again. Now he tries to put it out in front. Girard checking there, but Hewitson brings it out of the zone. Hewitson now up ahead to King. Broken up there at the blue line by Quebby. 6:24 to go in this opening period as Stu Hewitson comes up with it, and he flips it over to the hanger. The hanger has Jack King in front. Pass went off the foot of Tim LaDuke, and I felt that one all the way up here. Now Blair coming down with Nevin, but offside to call. Chris Wells trying to earn his money there with the offside infraction.
Coming up immediately tonight on the USA Network, we'll have Women's Championship Mud Wrestling.
Now they're back in play. As off the face-off, it comes to Ron Breau. Breau got it up to Girard. He wisely flips it over on the left wing side to Nevin. Return pass broken up, and they get it out to center. Ron Breau with it here. Breau, Prescott native, gets it over to Quebby, and Quebby sends it down all the way. They're going to call icing on the play. And some of us starting to wonder here, maybe Chris Wells on the take here tonight. Elmer Locke couldn't make it tonight, and our regularly scheduled colored commentator, Frank Karam, was called into duty at the last second. Now Ron Breau has it come to him off the face-off. It's up to Nevin. Nevin, one move too many there, and Gregg Girard wisely throws it in around the boards. Now the hanger, way back in his own zone. Unfamiliar territory there with 5:04 to go in the opening period. 2 nice plays in there by Blair, and now the hanger coming out. The hanger looks as though he's tiring as he comes up a little further than he's used to going. Comes up and a delayed offside on the call. And it's Hard to believe that official hasn't given the Caps a break all year, but perhaps tonight all that will be different. Special Super Saturday night edition. USA Hockey coming to you live here from Pine Street. Now off the faceoff, Bowie wins it. Bowie has the first goal. He would like to make it two as he comes down with Jean Hardy. Hardy, last man cut by the Canadians, flips one right on net. They hold on to it. Hardy says, "You're going to leave her there, boys? I'll slap her between the twines." But they covered up at the last second as a little bit of a mishandling there between Paul Brown and Chick Halliday down in the Creamery zone. 2-0 here. The Caps out in front. They would like to win tonight. They lead this best of 3 series 2-1. Should the Creamery come back and win, it would force a 5th and deciding game right after this one. Of course, Tony and I would like to see that. We're getting paid double overtime if that happens. But nonetheless, if they won the first one, it would be all over. Now, Ron Breau flips it down around the Prescott native. Played on the Pakistani junior world team 2 years back. Jean Hardy. Hardy breaks it up. Good friend of Elmer Locke. He flips it around the boards. Now, Trooper Fiske in behind. Officer Fiske battling for it there. Getting out that book. Going to write the ticket as Bowie comes up with it. And now they break out of the zone. Coming down, it's Boprey, former Clarkson player. Boprey still got it. Took the shot wide. And a nice play there by Quebby. And Hardy comes up. They try to get it out of the zone. Are unable to. Puck still bouncing around. Quebby finally flips it up. Held in by Mark Hewitson. He winds up, takes the shot. Ken Plante says, "Enough doing, boys." 3:06 to go. We got a face off to the left side in the Cap zone. Be sure to be watching tomorrow night when we'll have indoor soccer on the USA Network. JB Cappione Incorporated will be going up against the Chicago Fury. Now off the face-off, Hewitson had it tagged there, but Ken Plante with the save. Now, puck back in play as Ron Breau takes it behind his own net. Breau, he's a shifty one. Gets it up ahead to Cammy. Cammy, former Clarkson player himself, takes it at the red line. Now, comes in, makes the nice move there, but had it knocked off his stick. Carmy a little bit behind the play there, started to head the wrong way, but now they'd send it in. Hewitson back there. He's logged a lot of time so far with just 2:16 to go in this opening period. Comes back, Tim LaDuke, shot right on, Pat save, Cap going for the rebound, there it sits, oh, and they couldn't come up with it. And now they try to hold it in on the boards, and they will. Been having technical difficulties here, folks, but we'll get everything straightened out. This game being brought to you by Molson. Off the faceoff, Girard looked like he won it, then Jack King comes up with it, and they start out of the zone. King gets it up to the bearded man. He comes in, oh, and Cap's going to be called for a hook. Kind of a call there, but looked like he took a little bit of a dive, and you know Cap's going to give him, you know he'll give him hell on that one. 4 minutes will be the call here. And that will take care of the rest of this period. They're warning him right now. Cap will take the 4-minute call there. One for the hook, one for the unsportsmanlike conduct. They'll have to kill off 1:05 of this period, and then they'll start it back out in the next one. Hewitson right out in front of the net as Cammy lost it at the side. Now he comes up with it, shifts it out. They can't get it out of the zone. Carmy battling there. Ronnie Breau comes in, and the Prescott native takes off. Could be a one-on-one break as Ron Breau comes down. Ron Breau, they're down a man, takes the shot. Whoa, and away wide, off into the corner. Someone screamed there. Sounded like a whistle, but perhaps not. Now it comes up to Carmy. Carmy in over, makes one move, makes another, then has it taken away as Gerrish starts out. Gerrish up to Jack King. King with a pair the other night in the 8-4 victory that sent it into this one. Shot right on. Ken Plante makes a save. Rebound. Still sitting around. They score. And I think the ref should have blown the whistle on that play. That puck clearly covered up. But no matter what, it will stand as a goal. Ken Plante made a couple saves there. Yep. Okay. Kormanyos making the long journey up from Watertown to be with the club here tonight. Didn't like to see that one through the twines as the period comes to a close at 2-1. Well, Tony, your reflections on this opening 15 minutes of play.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
I think they're kind of getting the shaft in from the officials. Does that surprise you at all?
No, that doesn't surprise me. I know these Potsdam officials, and they're all on the take. Surprised I don't see Russ here tonight. He's probably off getting blasted. I don't know about this old guy. Just a minute. Let me put the camera on him. I think...
I'm pretty sure that he is a former World War II Nazi criminal. He's been hiding out for the last 30 years, pretending to be an official. Minor technical delay there, folks, but it's 14-16 to go here in this second period of play. The Caps out in front of the Creamery, 2-1, and they've still got the Cap in the penalty box. Now they break down. Hewitson drops it back. McCasland, he can shoot, and he scores the goal. Jeff McCasland, a big shooter for that Potsdam Sandstone team many seasons back. Well, about 3 seasons back, I guess now. And that 2-goal lead is now a 2-2 tie. Looked maybe as if it were deflected in front, whatever the case. The penalty proving costly as they tally twice. Our rink attendance here tonight. And off the face-off, Jack King chases it down the Creamery with 2 goals in the span of about 3.5 minutes. They are suddenly back in this ball game. Now it's Quebby. Quebby looking up ahead to Hardy. They're having a little bit of trouble breaking out now. And Tim LaDuke comes up with it, gets it up. And they shoot it down in the zone. Jean Hardy up against Stu Hewitson. Now the pass off the skate there. No one able to come up with it, and the Creamery clears it down. Jack King putting on the steamers. Quebby turns around, flipped the pass up off the boards. John Hardy racing for it, but he will be beaten there by number 12 of the Creamery. He was not there the other night, therefore we don't have his numbers without Denny Graham here to identify. Now Jack King comes down. King looking for the backhander, puts it in front. Tim LaDuke pops it into his own corner. Looked dangerous from up here, perhaps from not there. Now Hardy gets it out. The Caps suddenly unable to come out of their zone with any consistency. And the official looks to be on the take there as he throws the crackback block and prevents Hardy from bringing the puck in. Tim LaDuke with it. Ice looking slow here tonight as Kevin Fiske starts down. Fiske takes the long one. That's all they need to do on this guy. He's a bit on the civvy side when tested. Now it's up to Charlebois. He loses it to Hardy. Hardy trying to bang it off the skate in front. Unable to. Comes over on the side to Charlebois. Loses it there to Fiske. Had it in his skates. Couldn't do anything. Stu Hewitson comes out. Hewitson flips it back to the blue line of the Caps. Tim LaDuke with it. Up to Hardy. Hardy to Fiske. Quick little pass there. Hardy comes in. Fanned on the shot. And it's still rolling around. Hardy got a piece of it. Couldn't put it on. Now Hardy being held on the side. Gets it to Fiske. Fiske shot. Block there. Comes over. They try to keep it in on the zone. Comes to Ronnie Breau. Unable to keep it there. The ice suddenly looking very, very slow here in this second period. 11 minutes, 45 seconds to go. Now Bowie chasing after it there. He loses it. Hewitson clears it out. Ron Breau. Breau will come in himself. Breau with no one else. Now the Cap up off the bench. He sees the Cap coming in. Didn't have him there. Now he tries to pass it out in front. No one there. Carmi around behind the net. Where is the puck? Oh, now it sits behind. Cappione chasing. Now Charlebois comes up with it. The Creamery looking a little ragged here. And they'll flip it all the way down. This slow ice, it might not make it. And icing is the call. With 11:08 to go in this second period, we're all tied up at 2 apiece.
Tomorrow night on USA Network, the World Eye Poking Championships. Be sure to be watching. All your favorites will be there. The Soviet Union, Czechoslovakia, Luxembourg, and Bulgaria. That's the World Eye Poking Contest tomorrow night on USA Network.
Now with 10:48 to go, the face-off to the right of Halliday. They bang it around the boards, does the Creamery, but Cappione there for it first. Cap is knocked down, no call there. What the hell's the story, boys? Now Cammy after it. Cammy flips it out in front. Here comes Quebby. He'll have to get it away quick. Opts to pass it over to Ron Breau. Breau has time. Winds once, winds twice. Got it over to Cammy. Puck off his stick. Boys looking like they've got the power play here, but just a little bit of pinpoint passing. Comes back again to Breau. Shot. That one drifted through a maze of players. Now Carmi with it. Carmi got it to Cap. Cap unable to get the shot away. Now it comes back to Quebby. He'll bang it in around the boards as the Caps will try to set things up once again. Now pass right out in front from Cammy. They get it up to Jack King off his skate. King has his man breaking, but before he could get there, it was Quebby. Now the puck back in off the stick of King. 10 minutes even in the second period. We're all tied up at 2 apiece. This one will go for icing all the way down. Face-off will come again, once again, in the Creamery zone. Guy just came over. Guy in the red jacket, he came over. Minor delay there, folks. Little discrepancy on the keys. But we're back in action here as Rich Boprey comes down. Boprey went in a little bit behind his wingers, had to start back out. Now they think they had McCasland. Now they do have McCasland. He comes right in. McCasland scores. And I think that was offside. Or damn close to it. But otherwise, a pretty good passing play. And the Creamery have now scored 3 in a row. And now for a second here, I'll man the camera and the microphone. Probably won't do a very good job of it, but while we're trying to get these grogs open. Oh, and he's got one. We'll have to go with one for now, folks. We'll wait till between the periods. Whatever the case, it is 3-2 the Creamery out in front. They went down by 2 early, but suddenly have shown strength. That time, holding off about a 5-minute press by the Caps, and they came down and scored on one beautiful setup. Now the puck bounces around, went off 2 legs, and Kenny Plante had to be sharp on that one. Didn't have a chance to get a drink there. Tony Zappia, this beer's for you. Now it's Nevin coming down 2-on-1. Oh, and what kind of pass was that? Now it's Gregg Girard. Girard flipped it in on net. Goes off the skate of Hewitson. Now Girard, some nice forechecking there. Good work in there by Gregg Girard, Louisville native from the suburbs of Massena. One of the few players on this team not out of that program headed by Stan Moore. In fact, right now they've got that alien line out there, led by Mike Nevin, along with Mike Blair and Gregg Girard. Puck bounces around, comes Tim LaDuke. LaDuke comes right in, finds Nevin. Nevin, he can put it away, and he does. Mike Nevin can't give him an inch. He'll take a mile, and that time he ties the game at 3 apiece. Mike Nevin, his second goal of the game. And the alien line comes through for the Caps here tonight. Mike Nevin and Tim LaDuke set that one up. They thought maybe he should have. Was that Tim LaDuke or was that Quebby with this? Oh, but the Creamery comes right back while we're still languishing the thought of that last goal. The Creamery comes right back and takes a 4-3 lead. This game being brought to you by Molson. Now, 4-3, the Creamery quickly regaining the lead. We've got 6.5. This game a little over halfway done. And the Creamery out in front by a score of 4-3. During the regular season, these teams met 3 times, all 3 games decided by 1 goal. In the playoffs, the first game went into overtime before the Caps prevailed. Then the last 2 have been uncharacteristic. The Caps winning 11-6 before the Creamery came back 8-4 here on our St. Patrick's Day special. You saw it here on special Thursday night edition USA. Now Tim LaDuke gets it up to Hardy. Hardy ahead to Fiske. Now they flip it back out over the zone. Hardy there. Hardy decides he'll put it toward the net. That one off the skate of Hewitson. Puck still bouncing around. Might as well go for it here, boys. Sloppy ice. Anything can happen. Puck taking some basketball bounces here tonight. Oh, and Bowie bursting in. If he could have made the move, he had Fiske with him, but such was not the case. Now they zip it into the zone. Should have been offside, but once again, the officials are not trying to earn their money here tonight. Ron Breau, Prescott native, former player with Team Pakistan, lost it. And off the exchange, it comes to Tim LaDuke. LaDuke passing it up. Puck seeming to stick in the skates an awful lot at this moment of the game. Now Hardy comes up with it out of a pile. Hardy, one more man to beat. He's there with Fiske. No place to pass it. Got the shot away. And that one kind of weak. Taking lessons from that Len Senecal school of shooting. Puck around behind the net. They pass it out in front dangerously. Cammy one step away from steal. And Boprey brings it down. Boprey, former Clarkson player, scored a bunch of goals with them. The Caps hope that tally is not added to here tonight. Here's a shot from the point. Bowie makes the ankle block. No one there to gobble up the rebound for the Caps. They get it out in front. Hewitson winds up. Ron Breau took a dive into that one. The boys sacrificing it all here tonight. And Cappione back to Bowie. Oh, and that one had the corner tag, but just away wide. Now Quebby passes it up on the boards to Ron Breau, the Prescott native, hands it off to Cammy, and he flips it in around. First one there is Hewitson, takes a weird bounce off the boards. Ron Breau will get to it first. Breau has it knocked off his stick, potential break. Ron Breau, nice job coming back there. Breau was held, but they won't call that. Now here comes Kormanyos. Kormanyos bursting right in, puck sitting there. Oh, and somehow Halliday got the glove on it. For our local affiliation networks, this is the USA Hockey Network. The Creamery 4, the Caps 3. 3 minutes, 36 seconds and ticking here in the second period. Should the Creamery prevail, we'll go to Game 5, the decider. The Caps would like to see it all ended here. To hell with that second game. Let's go get wasted. Now Quebby keeps it in with a hand pass. First one there. It is Hewitson. Those Hewitsons all over the ice. Either that or there's just a whole bunch of them for the Creamery. They flip it around down. McCasland, he has held the hot hand here tonight. Puts it out in front of the net. The hanger right there where you'd expect him on that net. But Ken Plante puts the glove on it, and we'll have a face-off with 3 minutes to go in the second period. Carmy muscling his way with that face-off. Now he leads a rush out of the zone up to Cappione. Cappione, the blood and guts of this team. He's stripped down, and there's going to be a penalty there. And Cappione, a little bit of hustle there, and it pays off. They couldn't help but call that one. Even a blind man would have seen it. And it will be Paul Brown.
Let's get it back. Let's get it back.
Paul Brown will get the gate for tripping. The Caps will go on the power play with Gregg Girard at center. Cammy on the left wing, Cap on the right. And it'll be Ron Breau, the Prescott native, on the left point. Passing it now over to Quebby, and that rounds out our power play. Quebby takes the shot. That's blocked by a skate. Now it's the Cap. Cap passes it up. Cammy, nice cat off the stick. Oh, shot it across the crease. No one there. And McCasland comes up with it first, and with that powerful shot, rifles it off the boards. Now Cammy back as he gives it to Ron Breau, and they'll start out from their own zone. Pass up on the blue line to Gregg Girard, up to Cammy. Cammy comes in, winds up. Hewitson blocks the shot. Now they pass it all the way back to Quebby. Holds it in on the blue line. Oh, and Chris Wells with another bad call there. You've got to wonder, Tony, with the many chances as there are, the officials just always seem to fuck up. You think they get one right once in a while.
I'd like to say Quebby's doing a really good job out there. A lot of hustle, almost as much as Cap.
Now they put Kormanyos out there at center in place of Girard. They're trying to trick them here. They both got on the same old Atlanta Flames jerseys with the blue pullover. They flip it all the way down the zone. 1 minute, 18 seconds to go in the second period. 4-3, Creamery out in front, but the Caps on the power play. Ron Breau steps by Boprey at the blue line. Now he comes down, leading the attack. Breau going to do it himself, comes in, shot it, and Breau almost. Now it comes to Cameraman. He winds up. Whoa, and a little bit of a wind-up, but he might have been successful in putting a player out of the game there. That one had to tingle. And Ron Breau has just been a snake-bitten man here. How many times have we seen him come down, make that move through the whole team, and couldn't get the right shot, the one that he wanted, to put it upstairs and snap that goal.
Since he quit smoking, I think he's doing a fine job out there.
Now the puck bounces free. Cappione making a nice play at the line. Chris Wells, well, he would have had that call right. It did indeed come out over the blue line. But nonetheless, they get it up to Cap. 28 seconds to go. Cap looked for Kormanyos. And when that happened, he lost the puck. They flip it all the way down. And icing is the call. It won't matter with 15 seconds to go. Unless they really hustle their asses here, they won't be able to get another face-off. Might we remind you here, this game is being brought to you by Molson. 2 seconds. 1, and that'll do it for the second period. 4-3, the Creamery out in front. Well, Tony, 2 periods away here. It's a 4-3, still anybody's ball game. You think the Caps are going to come right out and try and take it right here to hell with this 5th game, or what's the story?
Well, if we get a lot of production from Mike Nevin, Quebby, Cameron, actually all the Massena natives, I think we'll pull this through, but only if we get production out of these people.
Okay, well, 15 minutes will tell the story of whether or not we'll be rolling the tapes for one more, or whether we'll be downtown drinking and watching this game again home with another trophy up on the mantelpiece.
Well, I'd like to see that happen. I'd like to see that occur. But I don't know. They look a little lethargic. This team here, the goalie, Kenny Plante, and that's, I don't know if he's high again tonight. I'm not sure. Maybe he should be. After the other night with Cap up in our apartment, I don't know. Maybe he has a little chicken wing indigestion. I'm not sure.
Yes, the chicken wings. They're being said by some as the main driving force behind this team. And then again, some say that the series would have been over a week ago if the boys hadn't eaten quite so many and maybe fired up a few less jolts during the regular season. Now it's that deciding third period. Will it go to a 5th and deciding game, or will the Caps end the Potsdam Hockey League season here? Tony Zappia thinking about potential double pay, but we would all like to see this ended in this third period. Oh, and he says he's got a date tonight, so the boys had better win it here in the first one. Puck down in the zone. They flip it up to Jack King. King has Quebby beat, shoots, scores! Oh, and the goal here early in the third period makes it 5-3. Steve Kmack just arriving here late, here early in the third period, actually. Just in time to see them score the goal. What do you think of this game, Steve?
I thought it was a goal, if you want to know the truth. I'm telling you right now.
Well, the play made at the blue line when Jack King beat his man there. Now the Caps, their work cut out for them even a little more here as they trail 5-3. They do not want to go into that 5th game.
You know, here's a man up here now that just preaches preparation, preparation, preparation. What do you have to say about this tonight?
I think these guys prepared pretty well for this game. I know last night they were up about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, you know, getting all up and whatnot, and I think they're ready tonight. I think they're ready to go.
What about their discipline? What do you think Cappione's attitude about benching Ron Breau the other night? What do you think about that disciplinary action?
I think, you know, that was a smart move on Cap. I think personally should have benched him tonight myself, too. I think Ron's a big up.
Oh, and a beautiful chance just by the wayside. I hope we had the camera on that one, because the boys just blew one that they might remember later on. But whatever. Ron Breau with it now. Ron Breau, the Prescott native. Stymied once on an end-to-end rush. He will try to make up for that one here as he comes in. Drops it back to Nevin. Nevin back into Breau. Breau, the shot. Bounces around. Halliday pushes the net. And that's kind of cheap bullshit here in the third period.
Come on, Ron! Yeah, Ronnie had a cinch goal. They should give the other team a penalty for doing that, in my opinion. Don't you think so, Lenny?
Yes, I think so. The officiating has been very shoddy here tonight. They scored a goal while they were short, scored a couple goals while the team was on the power play on a bad call. Guy took a dive. They scored one while the man was offside. It's like, you got to wonder what the hell. They're paying these guys $10 a piece. They might better be spending the money on beer.
Right, I agree. I think Timmy LaDuke is playing a great game over there in the corner, directing action.
And it comes down to Tim LaDuke. But first it'll be to Ken Plante. Plante holds on to it, and they're taking a face-off in their own zone. I don't know what the hell they're doing that for.
I think they need a rest.
Well, they'll get a fine rest if they can pull through here. If not, they'll have to go another game. $11 minutes, 56 seconds to go here in the third period. USA Special Super Saturday night edition of hockey. And right now they're having some trouble getting the lines changed up here, and that's going to hurt them more than it is the Creamery right now, because time is right now on the Creamery side. And Ron Breau angled that one perfect, kind of a three-point field goal if we were playing football. Put it right through the beams and all the way down into the zone. Now on the return pass, it comes to McCasland. Creamery would like to press, get one more goal, and they know that they would pretty much have this one. As Boprey comes down, Boprey fakes in, and there it is. with 11:18 to go. And they make it 6-3, and that fifth game looming very large at this point. Caps came out, led it 2-0 here. And since that time, they have been outscored 6-1. As the Creamery has come to life, they want to see this go 5. They would like to become the first team to ever be down 2-0 in this best of 5 and come back and win it. Oh. Puck still down in that Cap zone. Charlebois lost it there. Brown unable to clear. Kormanyos comes after it. Now Cappione. Blair's calling for a penalty there, but none forthcoming. Down to 10 minutes, 18 seconds, says Ron Breau. Starts out of his own zone, sees Cap away down there, and went for the long bomb pass. Just failed to negotiate. That would have been a good one, and it'll be icing.
But Ronnie's a great skater, isn't he, Lenny? I'm going to tell you something. He's really a great skater, seriously.
You know, I'd like to say a few things here. First of all, John Hardy, 100%. That's all I can say. 100%.
He asked you to say that. That's the only reason why you're saying it. Tell the truth like it is. You paid job.
Now it's Breau down around behind Quebby. The Caps team seemingly has lost some starch since giving up those 5th and 6th goals. They come in. There's the shot. They got to test this guy. We've been saying it all night. We said it all night on Thursday. The guy ain't worth a shit. You got to get some shots. And what in the hell is going on down there? An elbow in the head to Cammy? They don't see that one. Comes all the way down and right on net. No question it was going to go on net. There wouldn't have been any icing. What happened there? It looked like the puck broke. Well, I guess just a piece of tape. Can you get the camera on that? What have we here on the ice? I think somebody should. Now Hewitson passes it around behind the back to Boprey. They'll go into this delay game now, kind of like what you'd see in the NCAA hoop tournament. They'll kill time off. They lead at 6-3. They'll try to save some legs for that deciding 5th game. Now Hewitson comes in. He pulls the trigger. Save, rebound. How many chances are going to give them? Everybody standing, no one going to the puck. There it is, out in front again. Give them enough chances and they'll score a goal. And Hewitson, cheap son of a bitch that he is.
Fight. Head up, Gregg.
They don't need Ron Breau.
Head up. The benches are clearing. This is a free-for-all.
And, of course, this won't help the team any. Time running. They're down by 3 goals with the clock running, and they're giving them a chance to rest. So don't need to see all this.
Where in the hell's LaDuke?
Tim LaDuke right down there in the middle of it, the big guy. Well, nothing much will come of that. We might have a couple penalties. Maybe that's what this Caps team needs to get itself excited. Nothing like a good scrap to work up those tired bones.
It was a rotten shot that they gave the goalie. It was a rotten shot. They just throw him out of the game. Son of a bitch. Tell him, Chris, throw him out of the game.
And as usual, the Caps will get down on the officiating and the penalties in this play. So they'll probably have 6 men off for the next 10 minutes. We'll get the mic right down here and catch what's going on. Super special Saturday night edition, USA Hockey, here on the USA Cable Network. And they gave the goalie a penalty. And verbal exchange as well, folks. I'll tell you what, if the Creamery goes on and wins this one, stay around. Game 5 will be one worth watching. Oh, excuse me, folks. Didn't mean to blow the eardrums out there. Well, whatever the case, 7 minutes to go here in this third period. It's 6-3 Creamery out in front. That fifth game looming ever possible, unless the Caps can really come up with something here. Right now we'll play 3-on-3 for the next who knows how long. And Ken Plante covers it up. And Blair comes out. The arena starting to get very foggy. Shades of Buffalo, Philadelphia in the Stanley Cup playoffs as the puck rolls through the skates of Gregg Girard. They come down one-on-one. Slides. Puck still around there. Coming around, it goes to Brown. He shoots it wide. And Brown battling against the boards there with Gregg Girard. 6 minutes to go. 6-3 Creamery out in front as the puck settles on the side of the net. A full-scale battle going on for it there. Coming up with it, it's number 12 of the Creamery. And we got another penalty coming up here. And we'll see what this one. I think Quebby gonna go off, get the gate for slashing. And it's getting a little rough here in the final minutes of this game 4. Tony, have we got enough tape to do game 5? Now then, it is Kevin Fiske. This one not out of the fire yet, 6-3, but we've seen this team pull some great comebacks. Oh, Len Senecal in the way here. Now Bowie comes down. He's got that big shot. He'll take it right on net. That's what they should have been doing a few minutes ago.
I'm telling you.
Comes up to the hanger. Now McCasland has it go off his skate. Hardy, he's still got plenty of pep as he skates in around his hook badly. Puts the puck right on net. And covering up is Halliday.
Play right after this.
They'll flood the ice, I hope. And then we'll go game 5, unless the Caps can really get it going here. They need 3 to tie it and send it into an overtime. Off the faceoff, Jack King wins it back to Hewitson. Now Hewitson coming up ice. Hewitson flips it off. Fiske got a piece of it. It's taken there by number 4, and he flips it down all the way around. Ron Breau out of the zone. Ron Breau leading a rush.
What a great play.
Breau is tripped. They'll call that one.
Yes. Throw him out of the game.
Breau is tripped up there. And Hewitson waiting it out, and now he touches it with 3 minutes, 40 seconds remaining in this third period. And they'll get the gate. And the Caps will have a power play. And if there's a place for them to start, if they are going to do it here in game 4, it is right now. And on the drop of the puck, it will be Paul Brown and Quebby coming back on the ice. They'll send Kormanyos, Cammy, and Cappione all out on that power play. Now Quebby takes his spot along with Ron Breau. Comes to Kormanyos. Kormanyos waiting with the puck there. Now Kormanyos drops it back to Quebby. Quebby back to Kormanyos. Nobody out in front. Kormanyos comes in. He'll take the shot. Scores!
Oh, yes. What a beautiful play.
Chris Kormanyos. And that's one of them back. They've got to get 2 more. 2 minutes.
Time, guys. It's still time.
2 minutes, 47 seconds to go. The power play goal by Chris Kormanyos.
Still time, Ronnie. Let's go.
Kormanyos, a pinpoint drive there.
Come on, Ron.
You're watching Super Special Saturday Night Edition USA Hockey on the USA Cable Network. They flip it down into the zone. Here comes Cappione.
He hustles all the time, don't he?
What
What a hustler
Cappione.
that guy is, huh? I like his shirt, too. Nice shirt.
That's a Grizzle shirt right there. Face-off will come down in the zone. Puck bounces right out in front. It's taken there, and they'll skate it out slowly, and now they flip it down into the zone. No icing. 2 minutes to go. 6-4 the count. Creamery out in front over the Caps. Here comes Ronnie Breau. Ronnie Breau says, I'm taking it myself, boys. And here comes Breau again. Now Breau turns around, looks for someplace to go, as Cappione. The Cap shot it right on the goalie, and they score! They score the goal! They score the goal, but are they going to come out of it here? It would appear so. Well, apparently our angle not quite as good, but we had our man behind the net. He put his hand up, so that one was in the net. 1 minute, 25 seconds to go, and that was a big one. They get the goal. It's 6-5. They did. Goaltender, Chick Halliday, still down on the ice. That's a good sign heading into the sixth game.
He's no fucking good anyway.
All they need is to get a few shots on net, and they have not been able to do that so far tonight.
Way to hustle, Cap. Still time.
Come on, Cap. Come on. And I believe they're going to pull goaler Ken Plante. That is the case. They will bring out the buoy. Going to go. They've got to get 2 goals, and that would have been a big one right there. Halliday, who had a dislocated shoulder before this season, and he is favoring that shoulder right now. So, like a boxer, you want to take them where they're hurting. Get them while they're weak right now. If they can't get a goal, they'd be better off to hit them in the shoulder. Minute 25 to go. 6-4. Mike Nevin, 2 goals here tonight. Off the face-off, they bounced it there. Looked like a jump ball, perhaps. Cammy comes up with it. He's battling against 2 or 3 others. Got it lost in his skates. Now Jack King. Well, on Wednesday night, you never would have thought we might be here right now, but it's all tied up at 2 games apiece. That night it was the Caps 11, the Creamery 6. They led 2 games to none. It looked like it was going to be a cakewalk. But now, here we sit, awaiting the flooding of the ice for the deciding game number 5, here live on USA Super Special Saturday Night Edition of Hockey. The Potsdam Cup Playoffs, the 5th and deciding game. Len Senecal here along with Tony Zappia here to bring you all the action as we have in games number 3 and 4 of this series. Well, Tony, we didn't figure we'd be here doing 2 games tonight, but here we sit, the deciding game just about to unfold before us.
Yeah, thanks, Lenny. I'd like to say, first of all, that I think this Cappione team, taking a little bit too lightly, went into that St. Patrick's Day massacre, as you would call it. And I think they overestimated this team. This team came on. They came on a little drunk. By the way, Molson Canadian Beer is sponsoring this. Let's get back to it. They came on a little drunk. They shot well. Goalie performed well. Our team overall was cold. I don't know what it was from. I know a few people were benched on this particular incident that happened that night. Mike Nevin, top goal scorer. Very, very good goal scorer for this team. He was a no-show. Rumors had it that he had some, I don't know. But whatever the case may be, with Ron Breau out, of course, benched, and rightly so. What do you think about that, first of all?
About what?
The benching of Ronnie Breau.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was just thinking of my next question. You caught me unawares.
That's right.
Well, now that next question. Something we have seen here, I missed the first 2 games when the Caps came out, won 5-4 in overtime.
Hold on, Lenny. Let's get back to that question. What do you think about the benching of Ron Breau?
The benching of Ron Breau. Well, I'll tell you, I know it was a tough decision all the way around. I don't know how the guys themselves feel about it. All I can say is that I hope right now, all the thoughts like that, I hope they're down in that dressing room. I hope they're pulling it all in together. And I hope someone didn't let a fart in there like I just did. But nonetheless, I hope this is a team that's won 26 games this year. I hope they can come out and play like the team that's won 26 games. Put everything else behind them. Come out here tonight and kick these guys' asses right into the ice. I'm sick of seeing them get beat.
All right, let's have that other question that you had prepared.
Seems in the last 2 nights, goaltending has been a big factor. It's obvious looking at the 2 teams. Ken Plante, the far superior goaltender, but in the last 2 games, 8-4, and then we see a 7-4 victory here in Game 4 just before this tonight. I don't think the Caps are taking enough shots.
I'll tell you what it is. The fucking chicken wings. I'm telling you right now. Plante was over at the house the other night. 4 dozen wings. 4 dozen.
4 dozen. That's near gluttony.
Not only gluttony, but we had a little 6-pack of Mick-Light, by the way, that David Cappione purchased.
Molson Canadian bringing you tonight's game.
And let's get back to this, seriously. Now, I think those chicken wings have a lot to do with it. Now, mild and mediums aren't bad, but when we get those screamers, I'm telling you, I think it has some effect.
Well, Tony, they don't call them screamers for nothing.
That's right. And by the way, that Plante's plan, I just don't know. I just don't know what to say.
Well, I think the story in that last game too, Ed, we're up here live, super Saturday night special broadcast, so we don't have any instant replays or anything like that. But I'll tell you, the last game, I think there were a couple of those goals. You might have faulted him a little bit, but geez, he just wasn't getting the help from his defense. He's making 2 saves, sometimes 3 saves, and the rebounds are still lying there. We see the Caps team coming out just after the flooding of the ice here, and that's uncharacteristic for them. They're usually a team that waits around, so, perhaps a little bit of pressure coming in here.
Well, possibly so. Now, I know this last
it's blinking again. Yes, Len Senecal back here with Tony Zappia here before this 5th and deciding game of the Potsdam Cup playoffs, and where exactly were we?
Well, I think we were discussing the goalie's hemorrhoidal problem, and we surmise that with the help of Special K, Steve Kmack, coming down into the locker room during the intermission period, I think he has helped Kenny out somewhat. Now, I see the team is back on the ice right now. What do you think their attitude will be this period, at least?
Well, I think right now it's important for them to come out and probably get the first goal. They can't get too far behind here. This team right now probably is very emotionally frazzled after having that 2-0 lead, and now they've come back to tie it. And as I was getting to before, I have to wonder, some of these boys, a lot of them like to hang around certain undesirable establishments that have been linked with gambling. And I just have to wonder, maybe this Game 3 and Game 4, maybe the boys a little bit on the take. Maybe they've been playing possum, as it were, and they're going to just come out steaming here in this 5th game. And I see a bad sign down there. The puck looks like it's crazy glued to the ice. This has got to be probably the shittest ice this side of the Mason-Dixon line.
Well, I noticed that, but it's going to help fast skaters like Tim LaDuke and, Frank.
This is my kind of night, too, to be truthful with you. This is my kind of night. The puck sticks to the ice. Look at it right there.
Oh, just stuck to the line. Unbelievable, Lenny. Unbelievable.
Either that or maybe Carmy's got a string on that puck, and if that's the case, that'll be all right with us.
Now, we're talking about Chris Kormanyos here, Carmy, alias Carmy. I think he's doing a fine job. He's making the big swing from Watertown almost every night. Of course, he missed the last few games, but I'm telling you something. This guy performs. When he comes up here, he's ready. He's got a big job, big responsibilities. The man's matured.
Well, I'll tell you, he came out, he played under Coach John Horan up at Potsdam College, and I'll tell you, John, he instills that pride in him. He gets those kind of players that are going to go out there. They have such a love for the man that they just want to go out there and do their damnedest for him. And maybe if someone were to, right now, pull out a picture of him, shine it in front of the whole bench, all these boys, some of them, Cap, Ronnie, some of the other boys have all played underneath him, and they all know what it takes.
That's a good situation there. Now, I just wanted to say that, talking about John Horn, I think John Horn develops these players into fine athletes. I would say, Lenny, I don't know if you agree with me or not, but that Kormanyos' wrists have really improved since he's been with John Horn.
Yes, and I think you can look at it. Potsdam likes to pride himself in the student athlete, while John Horn likes to pride himself in the party athlete.
That's correct. I've never seen a better set of lungs than that Chris Kormanyos has. Although that Cappione, the captain, David Cappione, fine set of lungs, fine set of lungs. I've never seen anybody bong it any better than him.
Well, I think a key, we're almost ready to start here. A key for the Caps tonight in this game, they've got to get some production out of that line of Bowie, Jean Hardy, and Kevin Fiske. They have been silenced in the last two games, and that has been a big factor. If they can come out there, get a couple goals, they have been a scoring line all year long. If they can come out, pop the twines, as it were, you'll see the Caps downtown drinking with their heads held high tonight.
Okay, Lenny, back to you.
Now we're just underway. Tony Zappia, cameraman. Now he'll get to the camera, and we're underway, and Chris Wells overlooking an obvious trip here in the opening minute as Cammy came in over. Whatever the case, they clear it. Now Cammy, first one there. He flips it off the boards. Jeff McCasland picks up the puck on the open wing. McCasland rifles a long one there. Nevin couldn't control it off his stick. Boprey had it momentarily. Now Cammy clears it down. Cammy looking for Carmy. Goes down all the way. It's thin tie night here at Pine Street Arena. You're listening to Super Special Edition Saturday Night USA Network. McCasland got a little too greedy there. Tried to carry it in front of his own net. Almost cost him. Now Carmy laying the hook on Hewitson. Now they do get it up to McCasland, up to King. King skates past Ron Breau. They'll probably call one on Breau here. Nope. And maybe they're going to go both ways here. And they're cutting the bacon here up in the press box. Cammy comes down. That's what they've got to do. Take those long shots. Do you see how shaky he looked on that one? I tell you, they'll score on this guy. They keep putting the rubber toward him. They'll score. Now down, here comes Boprey. He's got McCasland. McCasland couldn't connect with a pass. And Ron Breau dumps it around the boards. Comes up to Mike Nevin. They put it right in front. Ken Plante will hold on. 13:36 to go. No score here. Game 5, Potsdam Cup playoffs. And for our local affiliates, you are watching hockey on the USA Network.
Be sure to be watching tomorrow night. It'll be indoor soccer. Jamie Cappione and company against the Chicago Sting. That's tomorrow night live on the USA Network.
Now the hanger broke his stick off the play. Ron Breau leads a 2-on-2 break. Breau coming down with Jean Hardy. He's got Bowie. Bowie winds up. Somebody got a piece of that, and that's a souvenir. Souvenir up into this standing room only crowd. Standing room only crowd here at Pine Street. And Tony Zappia, great camera shot. This Bud's for you. Ken Plante comes out to hand the official the stick. At least he's going to do something tonight. Off the face-off, Fiske slapped one wide of the net. Would have been on if it were in, if, as the Rangers would say. Now Bowie in front. Here's a shot by Fiske. And Halliday, looking sharp, made the save. Brown chasing after it as the Caps put on the forechecking pressure. Now they let up momentarily. And they'll clear it down. Now finally, it is Charlebois dumping it down the hanger. Coming back there. Whoa, that pass just missed being gobbled up. And two players run into it. And Ron Breau comes up out of the exchange. Ron Breau, Prescott native. Lost it there. Kevin Fiske, soon-to-be state trooper to Sean Hardy. Hardy, the shot. Ron Breau in front. Oh, and a big save by Halliday. And Ron Breau, perhaps not quite aggressive enough as that puck sat there for a second between the legs of Halliday. Ron Breau played with Team Pakistan 2 years ago in the World Junior Juvenile Tournament. Breau going down to tidy up the ice a bit. Now they'll send out that line. Kormanyos, Cammy, and Greg Girard. Cammy comes up with it, flips one right on net. And Halliday probably has more saves so far in this opening, 3.5 that he had in the whole third period of the last game. So the Caps team, perhaps they've been watching us on closed circuit, heard what we said about taking a few shots on net. Now off the face-off, Rich Boprey, former Clarkson player. He gets it up to Gerrish. Gerrish, his pass, blocked at the blue line by Quebe, and he feeds it back to center ice. Now then, Hewitson comes up with it. Hewitson sends it down around the zone. Cappione there first. He's playing D here in this all-important and deciding fifth game. Cappione had that glint in his eye, thought he was going to go with it. And now he passes it up to Kormanyos. Kormanyos gets it up to Cammy. Cammy makes one move, makes another move. Shot! Whoa, and a nice glove save there by Halliday. And he's coming up with some big stops here early in the first period. No score, 10 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Fifth and deciding game of this Potsdam Cup Finals. Off the draw, King wins it back to Hewitson. Hewitson down around behind his own net. Gregg Girard in there. Couldn't quite get a handle on it. Now Cappione lost it right there to King. Jack King coming down one-on-one with Bowie. King flips it over. Ken Plante was waiting for it. Now McCasland, he'll shoot from anywhere, and he does right there. That's something they've got to be ready for. McCasland shot it again. That one went wide. Now Jack King gobbles up the rebound for the Creamery. 10 minutes even to go in this opening period. Now finally Quebby coming up with it. Quebby has his stick held onto there. No call as King follows in. King comes up with a puck, but Cappione. The Cap. The Cap. Blood and guts here on this Cappione wrong number 34 market, whatever you want to call them, team. They are here looking for their second straight championship against a team that defeated some of the members of this squad 2 years back in the first time that this team ever made it to the finals. And now all babbling aside, Cap puts it right on in front. Breau on the rebound. Breau winds up shot, sitting there. Gregg Girard, they bang away at it. Cammy had a piece. And oh, they came close. Now Jack King should get a delay of game penalty, but I don't think these officials have read the books. They don't know that one exists. Now they flip it around off the skate of the hanger. King comes up with it all the way down. That one's right on net. And Plante sends it up to Ron Breau. Breau, long lead pass to Kormanyos. Now Kormanyos beats one man. Over to Cammy. Cammy, flip shot. There it sits. Who's going to come first? Oh, and Hewitson came up with a big play. Here's Ron Breau. Oh, and they're pulling that move again. They move the net.
Hey, guys, come on, pressure, Ron!
And the Caps really putting on the pressure here to open this fifth and deciding game. We've got 8:45 to go.
Go, Fiske!
Shots on goal, unofficially, 10-3 so far here in this opening 6 minutes and 30 seconds of play. Now Hardy lost the draw there to Boprey. Boprey gets it up to Hewitson. Now they get it behind the net to Brown. Brown passing it up to Stu Hewitson. Now it's shot back into the zone. Fiske chasing after it. Fiske didn't get the puck, but he got a good piece of the shin pad there. Shot by Puyo, and he hit the post. He hit the goal post. And by the Jesus, you got to wonder how many times they're going to come close before they can put one away, Tony Zappia.
I don't know. It's just about time they're going to put one in. I'm telling you right now, Bowie's playing really, really good hockey right now.
Now off the faceoff, they win it again, back to Brown, up to Hewitson. Jean Hardy makes a nice move to keep the puck in. Hardy flipped it around in front of the net. No one there. Coming up with it, Charlebois. Charlebois back in the lineup after an absence. Now they get it up on the side. Creamery, they wind up, long shot. Ken Plante grabbing it and holding on. And if they have any one criticism of this man, Ken Plante, he's been quite a goaltender this year, but I think sometimes he holds a puck for the faceoff when maybe they should get it out of their zone. This Caps team not very good on the draw.
I think it's more of a defensive play than anything else there, Lenny.
Whatever the case, comes around, John Hardy wailed the guy in the face. Looks like he's going to get the penalty there. Chris Wells didn't see the play, but he says, what the f***, their guy went down. I better make a call. And 7:15, it'll be John Hardy getting the gate. Boy, he sent that guy riding. No, apparently no call there. John Hardy got away with one that time. Jack King off the faceoff, has it knocked off his stick. Ron Breau with it, looking cautiously. Breau up to Bowie. Now it's Kevin Fiske. Fiske flips it in on the off wing to John Hardy. Hewitson, first one there for the Creamery, down behind his net. I tell you, every time they put the pressure on, they keep coming up with a puck here. And this time they flip it down, and it's Jack King coming in. Possible 2-on-1 on Tim LaDuke. Comes right in, shoots. That one went wide. First one there, it's number one, displaced goaltender. Displaced goaltender, and Ron Breau slides out, greets the puck. Get it out in front again. Here's another shot. Another shot. And how many times are they going to let him shoot? Puck bounces free. Tim LaDuke, first one there. LaDuke bangs it around on the offside. First one there is number 12. 12 flips it into the corner. Gerrish winds up. Ron Breau back down on the ice again. Got a piece of the puck. Gets it out in front to King. Here's a shot. And Ken Plante earning the old bread right there with a big save. Creamery putting on some pressure as Bowie circles down around behind his net. Looks for a place to go with it. Hewitson up there first. But Hardy beats him to it. Now Hardy finally clears it. 5:56 to go. No score here in the opening period. Now, displaced goaltender has it knocked away from him by LaDuke. And that's going to be an intentional offside. Will they call it? I doubt it. Oh, I don't believe this. Tony Zappia, this bud's for them. They called an intentional offside in favor of the Caps. That has not happened. Let me get through the books here. That has never happened before in the history of Caps hockey.
First one I've ever seen. First one I've ever seen.
I can't believe it. Well, they're bound to fuck us over a bad one pretty soon. Now off the face-off. Just Greg Girard battling for it. They fan on it a couple times. Now the hanger, look at him, all the way back in his own zone, up to McCasland. McCasland, he's been a big gun last 2 games, takes a shot. Had Ken Plante beat, but the puck, luckily for the Caps, drifted away wide. He's out there with Boprey. Boprey, former Clarkson player, finds his man. Number 12, back on the point, tipped in front by McCasland. Ken Plante knocks it away. Now it is Quebby. And McCasland comes up with it again. Creamery, teams taking turns putting on the pressure here. It's Mike Nevin, the Watertown Flash. Nevin, one move in front of his net. Another one. Lucky he didn't lose it there, but here he comes. Oh, and the hanger knocks it away from him.
Come on, Nevin!
McCasland carrying it in. He'll shoot it. Nope. Passes it out in front the hanger. Hanger takes a bad shot. Lofts one up around the net. Cappione there. Cappione has it knocked off a stick by the hanger, and Cammy comes up with it. Cammy looked before he shot. Lost the puck, but Cap has it. Now Cap looking up for Greg Girard. Girard, a brave man from Louisville, played most of this season with a bad shoulder injury. Now they get it up to Cammy. Cammy with Nevy. 2-on-2. It's Kormanyos hustling down to make it a 3-on-2. Cammy winds up, or Cammy, puck bouncing around. Mike Nevin got a piece of it. McCasland bangs it off the boards. Cap will pinch in. Cap holds on to the puck. Now Cammy with it. Who drops back? No one. They're going to take their chance here. Puck bouncing around in front. Now finally, number 12 clears it away. 12 holds it on the board. Should be delay a game, but you think they'll call that? No way. Now it comes around to Hewitson. Hewitson battling against Kormanyos. They flip it back around. The hanger deep in his own zone. Not quite sure how to play down there inside his own blue line, but he gets it up to Boprey. Here's a 2-on-1 break. Boprey to McCasland. McCasland, the shot. Whoa! Was that a save by Ken Plante? But they're not out of the woods yet as Boprey comes up with it. Boprey getting it back to number 12. His shot is blocked, and Kormanyos will lead the rush. This game picking up the tempo all the time here. Kormanyos, 4-on-2, he winds up shot. Oh, and it goes off Hewitson. Having to take a breather there for a second as Cammy comes up with it. Flips it on in front. McCasland, the only one there. McCasland shoots it up. Believe it or not, folks, that puck stuck up on the beam. Tony, can you get us a shot of that? Right there by that dirt spot where it needs to be painted. Second rafter. I've never seen this before, folks. Just like we've never seen them call an intentional icing or intentional offside in favor of the Caps. The puck stuck up on top of the beam. I tell you. Off the draw, Bowie flips it over into the corner. Kevin Fiske chasing after it there. Teams have traded their good scoring chances here, but it's still 0-0 with 2.5 minutes to go in the opening period. Paul Brown, former Potsdam Stoner. Couldn't get it. Got it out. Now Brown covers up for himself. Brown coming down the ice against Ron Breau. Breau stops him there. Jack King, first one after it. Breau put his man down. No call. Breau holding on to it now. Ron Breau, one of 2 Canadians on this team. He, along with Jean-Guy Hardy, last man cut from the Canadians. Coach Bob Berry says, boy, we could use him right now, but there was no way Dave Cappione was going to give him up before the end of the trade deadline. Now it's Brown on the shot. Oh, that one went through a maze of players. Now Bowie's got Hardy. Hardy, one man to beat. Brown gets there first, knocked Hardy down, and no call. Halliday comes all the way out of the zone. And we thought maybe he'd give him a little two-hander there, but Hardy saving all that for the third period.
What did I tell you about Hardy this whole time? 100% all the time.
And it's almost that time to open another beer, but we can wait another minute and 35 seconds till the end of the first period. Face off. This time the Caps win it back to Hardy. Got a weak shot off. That's blocked there by Brown. Tired legs out there for both sides. This is the second game they have played tonight. This is the 5th time they have played in the last 5 days. Puck bounces around. Bowie takes the check there at the blue line. No call made as usual. It is number 14, Stu Hewitson, in behind, battling against Bowie. Bowie had it for a second. Now they get it off to King on the boards. King coming out of his own zone. Bowie, nice forechecking there. Now they pass it around again. Bowie saw that one go by his stick, but Ron Breau was there. Now he gets it to Bowie. Bowie winds up, might as well take the shot. That one goes in wide, and he'll come off. It is Stu Hewitson starting out for the Creamery. They have looked a little bit leg-weary here in the opening period as we are down to the final minute. Now here's a pass. Pass up to Gerrish. You don't want to give one up in the final minute. And the Creamery steams down. Tim LaDuke battling after the puck. LaDuke races in there against Gerrish. Tim LaDuke, Fiske dives, 26 seconds. Gerrish shoots it. That one goes away wide. Caps want to get out of this one 0-0 or try to break out. They certainly don't want to get anything going here. 17 seconds to go as Breau chases after the puck. He comes up with it. John Hardy, long lead pass. Here comes Hardy, keeps himself onside. Hardy coming down with Fiske. 8 seconds, 7 seconds, winds up, takes a shot. 5 seconds, 4, he'll have time to flip it in front. The first period is history, and it's a 0-0 tie between the Caps and the Creamery. We will take this pause for our local affiliates. You're watching Super Special Saturday Night Edition on the USA Network. When you play 2 games of hockey, you're going to feel like a couple cold ones. And when you want a cold one, there's nothing cold as Molson. Molson Canadian, helping bring you this game tonight on the USA Network. Got to crack a couple here. Len Senecal will man the camera here for Tony Zappia, so if we experience a few moments of inability, you'll know why. Tony Zappia has one beer opened as we start the second period. And a Creamery trying to clear it in. Mike Nevin. Nevin flips it down in. Gregg Girard, skate race for it, excuse me. But first one there is number 12 for the Creamery. And he comes around. Now Mike Nevin battling in on the boards. Nevin comes up with a puck. No score here early in the second period. Oh, now the puck flipped out in front. Creamery coming down. And Tony Zappia back on the thing. Whoa, and a shot taken right there by number 1. But it goes off Plante. Now here comes Mike Nevin. Nevin, beautiful back pass to Kormanyos. Kormanyos, one stride away from breaking that one on in. Now here comes Boprey. Boprey made a move to try to get by the Cap. Lost control of the puck. Boprey in the corner. Gets it back to number 12. He winds up and takes a shot to a bunch of legs. Now they put another one. That one sitting right on the goal line. And there was the Cap to pull it out. I'll tell you, folks, we're seeing a lot of excitement here tonight. No score, 13 minutes, 57 seconds to go in the second period. And Boprey comes up with it. A late addition to this Creamery team for the playoffs. Now here comes Cap out of the zone. Cap gets it up to Nevin. Nevin from Watertown, New York. We won't hold that against him. He comes down, takes the shot, that one off a leg out in front. And it's getting very misty down there, Tony Zappia. I hope that our fans at home can still see the play. Oh, Gregg Girard bodied all over the place. No call there. What the hell's going on? Jack King had it momentarily up against the Cap. Now they get a chance for a break as Gerrish picks up the puck at the blue line. Gerrish shoots it through. Bowie makes the play with his skates just to make sure. Now King stealing. King is pushed off the puck. Here comes Quebby. They're yelling for Nevin to come on, get a line change. Now finally he does. It'll be offside. Nope. Jeff McCasland brings it down ice. McCasland coming in. He'll shoot it. Gets that high backhander off. He's got a shot. And we have seen that in these last 2 games. Now here comes Bowie. Bowie with Hardy. Hardy coming down. Hardy 1-on-2. He'll wind. Takes the wrist shot. Halliday had some trouble with it. The rebound. Gobbled up by Hewitson. Now it's down and around behind. Battling for it there. I can hardly see the puck down here in the steam. Good thing they're not going to play anymore after this one. Now McCasland. He's got a chance for a break. Gets it up to the hanger. He tripped and fell over the blue line. Now Cap goes down around behind the net. The Cap. Cap trying for the long pass to Hardy. He comes up with it just the same. Hardy makes the move. He's going to pull a penalty. Fiske takes the shot. Ken Plante his time coming out. But they won't get a chance to get anything off here. But Hardy draws the penalty. Paul Brown will get the gate with 12 minutes and 3 seconds to go in the second period. And I'll tell you, Tony, scoreless game here in the 5th and deciding it. Every penalty, every power play, a big opportunity.
Well, they better start capitalizing on these opportunities. If not, they're going to be in big, big trouble.
Both teams have had their chances here tonight, but at each end of the ice, it has been Chick Halliday for the Creamery, Ken Plante in goal for the Caps, and they have shut the door thus far. Off the face-off, John Hardy has it. Hardy gets it over to Bowie. I'm surprised he can see him. The mist getting so high in here. Now they kind of f*** it up at the blue line. They'll have to start back. Ron Breau. Breau leading the attack. Breau steps in. Cuts loose. Shot right on. Oh, and I don't think Halliday saw that one. But it rests under his pads. He'll get a face-off to his left. 11 minutes, 8 seconds to go. Jack King over the boards on the ice. On the power play for this Caps team, it is Cammy, along with Bowie, John Hardy, Kevin Fiske back on the D, and Ron Breau, former standout with the Pakistan Juvenile World Team 2 seasons back. Now they pass it around in front. Finally coming up with it is Boprey. Boprey gets it up to King. Oh, and John Hardy. One hell of a hustling move there. And he breaks up what could have been a break away for this Creamery team. Now Bowie hustling after it there against Hewitson. Hewitson beats him to the puck. Now he comes up with it. They get it over to the open wing. First one there is Cammy. Cammy lost it right in front of the net. Mike Nevin out on the ice. Nevin popped 2 goals in the opening game. A 7-4 victory for the Creamery. 10 minutes, 16 seconds to go. And Steve Kmack back up in the broadcast booth with us as Nevin comes down around behind the net. Nevin had a chance to pass it. Gave it up there. They bang it around on the boards. First one there is Ron Breau. Breau makes a move by the first man. Breau in front of Nevin. Oh, and he tipped it. And open net sitting there, and they couldn't put it away. Now it's number 12 trying to hold on to it. Gets it back to Breau. Breau, he'll cut loose this time. And Jack King got a stick on it. Cammy with it. Cammy looking for some place to go with it. Will they try Breau again? 3 tries for a quarter here. Breau shoots again. Oh, and this time the save made. Oh, and here's Nevin. Nevin, you can't give him an opening. He's got it again. Mike Nevin. Oh, and he shot it wide of that open corner on the backhand. The Creamery looking shabby on the power play, on the penalty killing. Now here's a slap shot. That one trimmed the crossbar. And how the hell much closer are they going to come before we see one on the board?
Well, be sure to be watching afterwards tonight. We'll have USA Indoor Soccer, JV Cappione against the Chicago.
We're here in foggy old Pine Street. Second period, 8.5 minutes to go. No score between the Creamery and the Caps. All the marbles on the line for this one in the Potsdam Adult Hockey League. Steve Kmack filling in right now while Tony Zappia can take a piss in a bottle. Tony Zappia off to take a leak. And while he's gone, Steve Kmack handling the camera duties. Now it comes over to Carmy. Pass over to Cammy. Gregg Girard, he scores! Gregg Girard! And they're giving the high five.
Oh, yes! 1-0!
And the boys are giving the high fives up here in the broadcast booth as Gregg Girard, the Louisville native, puts them on top 1-0. A long time coming. This game almost halfway through before the opening goal is scored.
Go, Capper!
And it's important for the Caps right here to come out and play tough ball, because last time they tied the game up 3-3. Next thing you know, they gave up another goal, and that was led to their demise. They've got that all-important first goal here tonight, and let's see if they can go from here. Now, Dave Cappione behind his net. The Cap. The blood and guts of this team.
The heart of this team.
The heart, the blood and guts. He passes it up to Quebb. Now to John Hardy. They'd like to sting him for another one here before they know what happens. It's getting very foggy here, London-esque as it were. Comes up number 1, displaced goaltender. He comes down the ice battling against the Cap. Cap got the stick on it. Comes around behind the Boprey. He can shoot that puck. Former Clarkson player under Bill O'Flaherty. And John Hardy. Hardy knocks it down. Goaltender away out of his net. He's going to choke one off here. Oh, and Hewitson picks it up behind his own net. Hewitson coming up. Hewitson all the way down on the Bobby Orr move. He's got the man wide open in front. Here he comes. No, decide to hog it himself, and that will cost them on the chance. Now it comes out to Brown. Brown tried to get it inside. Got it to Cap. Cap just grizzle out there right now. He's got Hardy. Here's a breakaway. Jean Hardy. Hardy coming in on the break. Shoot, scores! Jean Hardy! Jean Hardy! Jean Hardy!
Hardy! Hardy!
And the Caps go up 2-0. Hardy from Kevin Fiske. And the soon-to-be state trooper made no mistake there. Leading off that pass, Jean Hardy came in, faked as if he were going to come in and deke, lofted the shot up into the right-hand corner, and it is 2-0 Caps 5 minutes, 52 seconds to go. Now off the draw, it comes down in the Cap zone. Jeff McCasland racing after it there against Ron Breau. Breau says, "You're not taking that puck away from me, pal. We're up 2-0, and he leads a long pass. Mike Nevin. Nevin, one step away from the breakaway. I don't know. Instead, number 12 comes in. That shot hit the twines. Jeff McCasland on the rebound. Now it comes back. Shot, they score. Stu Hewitson. This one ain't over yet, boys. It's 2-1. And that was a downfall last game. The Caps came out, led 2-0 early in the game. Ended up losing 7-4. And that one indirectly can be led back. Mike Nevin making the mistake, did not pick up the pass on the lead break about a minute before that. That would have gave him a 3-0 lead. Now Nevin chasing down in after number 12. And 12 brings it down, trying to use the cloud as a cover there. Nevin, nice back checking. He has Cammy. Cammy coming down at his man to beat. Lifts the shot. That one up off the boards. Tim Cameron back to Ron Breau. Might as well take those shots from the blue line. We can't see it. I doubt the goalie can either. Now, long lead pass to McCasland. McCasland coming down on the break. McCasland to King. And Ken Plante made one a hell of a play. Or was that Tim LaDuke?
Defensive play. Tremendous.
Now they put it all the way down. Should be icing. No. Ken Plante. Plante will hold on. 4 minutes, 14 seconds. You're watching this live from Pine Street. USA Network special Saturday night edition. Super special Saturday night edition hockey. Actually, this is the second game we brought tonight. Super duper special Saturday night edition hockey.
Right hustle, Timmy. Hey, Timmy.
Tim LaDuke, a big play just moments earlier on a 2-on-1 break that could have meant a 2-2 tie. Now it's Quebby. Up to Bowie. The men with the two nicknames of the team. Passing the puck around, it comes to Jean Hardy. Hardy had the second goal on a breakaway. Puck bouncing around. I'm not sure anyone can see it out there now. They might as well take those long ones. The goaltenders are going to have trouble. Now Brown passes around on the boards. Not sure he saw his man there. Now they get it up. Charlebois. Charlebois up to the hanger. He's coming in one-on-one on the Cap. Cap would love to go with him, but he does not get the opportunity there. Now it's Bowie looking for that lead pass to Hardy again.
Got it clear when they're down.
Having trouble getting it out of the zone, and the hanger keeps it in, but Bowie following up. Bowie almost lost it. Now he gets it up. Bowie will have to log it out of the zone himself. Now he finally does, but he's checked there by Brown. Bowie now over on the right wing side. Jean Hardy comes in. Hardy carries the puck in with him. Hardy, he comes to play, puts it right out in front. And Kevin Frisk. Now back to Quebby. Quebby had the shot partially blocked. Brown there. Brown passes it forward to Boprey, the former Clarkson player. Quebby made a nice play to break it up, but now they've got to come back as Boprey lofts it in around on the boards. First one there, Charlebois. Ref tried to throw the crack back on the Caps player, but unable to there as Quebby read it all the way. Now, two Creamery men in there battling for it. Quebby says, to hell with this. I'm going to get a whistle with 2:25 to go here in the second period.
That's the name of this Cappione team. Hustle, hustle, hustle. I'm telling you. This line here with Bowie.
Take care of the fucking camera. You said too much already.
Len Senecal, Tony Zappia, Steve Kmack here bringing you all the action tonight live on the super duper special edition USA Network Hockey. Looks like they're cornholing each other off the face-off down there. Finally a Cap comes up with it. No, Jack King, he shot one just wide. Whoa! Oh, I had to adjust my pacemaker there, boys. That one came dangerously close. Now, finally, Cammy brings it out of the zone. Cammy coming down over the blue line. Cammy has it knocked off his stick, and it's number 4 with a puck for the Creamery. I'm not sure. Now Cammy up battling against Brown. We haven't seen the puck down in this Creamery zone since that second goal by Jean Hardy. Now Hewitson with it. Hewitson coming out. A minute, 23 seconds to go. He'll take a dive. No call there. Ron Breau comes up with it. Like to see him pound one in the net. Ron Breau to Cammy. Cammy had his shot blocked away. Paul Brown made the nice play. Now here's Hewitson. Laid down, fell down, whatever. He was waiting to make the big play. Cap comes in. Shot. Taken. Cap made the play. Took the man with him. Oh, and the puck bounced off the stick of Ron Breau. Here comes Breau. Oh, looked like a potential breakaway. Instead, the Creamery holds it in. Now, Greg Girard unable to clear. Cap second goaltender out there. Girard wisely battling it out to center ice. Creamery will start back in with 48 seconds to get it into King.
That's playing great. A great defensive play to knock the puck away by David Cappione in the slot.
Now Breau battling against Hewitson. You know, come that third period, whichever team gets behind by a couple, we could see the gloves dropped and the fist fly. 29 seconds to go. If the Caps are smart, they'll hold out here, fake an injury, and won't play anymore here in the second period.
RD.
Here on USA Network. Boprey. Okay, it's come down to this. 15 more minutes. It's a 2-1 game here. Whoever comes out ahead after this 15 minutes will be the 1982-83 Potsdam Cup champions. Long lead pass, John Hardy racing in. Chick Halliday out. He'll hold on to it. And with a 2-1 lead here, the Caps, any whistle they can get to run that time down, any whistle they can get is to their benefit at this point.
I would think that you're going to see Ronnie blow on the ice an awful lot in this last 15 minutes. Ronnie carries the puck out of the end very well, and this is what we're going to need.
Now off the face-off, Kevin Fiske got a swat at it. Fiske, nice hustle to keep it in the zone. Bowie over, and he had Hardy. Couldn't come up with a big pass when they needed it. But Tim LaDuke making a big play at the line. Tim LaDuke, the big guy out there, and he made the play that time.
I'm amazing how quick he is on the ice tonight.
Now here's a pass. Off the stick of Boprey. It comes over to Ron Breau. Fiske with it. Fiske will dump it back into the zone on net. Halliday has to make the save. Has to cover up. That's good for the Caps. They want to keep this clock a-rolling here in the final period.
It's going to be 14 minutes to go now. Clock is still running. They're holding on to a one-goal lead, and they're playing very well. I think they're looking very good now for the Cap attack.
Go hard, Nav, go hard. Tomorrow night on USA Network, be sure to watch it for the World Eye Poking Championship. We'll have all your favorites here in the United States, Russia, Czechoslovakia, featuring the feature bout between Steve Kmack, J.B. Cappione. That's the World Eye Poking Championship tomorrow night on the USA Network.
Off the faceoff, it comes back to Cappione. He is due. Now they get it to Nevin. First shot blocked. Nevin.
Get it, Gregg.
Now it comes to Quebby. Quebby got it through Nevin. Oh, and the goalie let that one go up over the net dangerously. If that meant soccer had been in. Now it comes back to Cap. He is due, folks, as he winds, delivers. Oh, rebound sitting there. And they couldn't come up with it. And number 12 clears it out. Now Quebby had it momentarily. The hanger, down for the Creamery. The hanger stops up, looks for a place to go, and it gets it to Jack King. That was offside by a damn foot or two, and they didn't call it. Now here's Quebb. Quebb passes it up. They get it out of the zone. Chris Kormanyos coming down. Kormanyos loads it off. Shot taken there. Glove saved by Halliday as Cammy unloaded that one. The former Clarkson and Ohio State performer putting it all behind that shot.
That was a great play by Gregg Murray in the far end there to get the puck out and start that break down the ice.
And Tony Zappia, we've got our young fan. Where are you from?
Bearsville,
Bearsville?
New York.
Where the hell's that?
Bearsville, New York. Where
Huh?
Todd Rundgren lives?
No,
So what do you think of the game tonight, my young fan?
it's good.
Good game?
Yeah,
Bearsville, New York, you're from?
Bearsville.
Pearsville. Okay. Our young lad from Pearsville, New York, all the way here to see this special edition USA Network, along with the rest of the sold-out crowd here at Pine Street. Now here comes Carmy. He could put it away. There it sits. Oh! And Cammy couldn't come up with it. Boy, they're going to see some of these in their sleep tonight, should they not prevail. Cap made the play.
Hey, come on!
Made the play at the blue line. Cap says, son of a bitch, what have I got to do to draw a penalty? That time he was blatantly tripped. Cap got rid of the puck. Still has time to bitch the referee out twice.
Hey, get the fog out of your eyes!
Now Cammy with it. He lost it. Boprey coming up. Boprey up to the displaced goaltender, number one. Number one, he skates in. They ran out of numbers. Gets it over to Boprey. It's awfully foggy down in that Cap zone. Comes back to Hewitson. Hewitson, shot went wide. Quebby, Cap down on his knees to make the play. Cap just grizzle out there. How many times are they going to let him hit him before they'll call one? Remember, you're seeing it all here live on the USA Network. 11 minutes even between the second consecutive championship for the Caps or an awful lame night downtown. And a penalty called on the play against the Creamery.
What is it? Cross-check? Good call.
Cross-checking the call here, and that comes at 10 minutes and whatever. When they drop the puck, we'll give you this. We'll signify it there. But the Caps up 2-1. They've got a big opportunity here. They'll send out that GOAL line. He'll be back on at 8:30. The penalty there for cross-checking as they check Cap in on the boards. Now Ron Breau, Prescott native, former player of the Pakistani World Team, gets it over to Kevin Fiske. Fiske winds up, takes a shot. Halliday made the save. Ron Breau gestures that he wanted to knock the puck in off his hand, but that wouldn't have counted.
Goalie's playing very well. The opposing goalie's playing very well today.
Okay, we're on. We're back on the air. 9 minutes to go. Sorry, folks, we balked for a moment, but we'll go all night if you just throw money. You missed big chances at both ends. You missed both chances at big ends. Big chances at both ends as Jeff McCasland rifled one wide, and then they came down, and a couple shots. One shot in particular by Jean Hardy. Here's Greg Girard. Girard, oh! And I'll tell you, it just ain't in the cake tonight. And the Creamery bangs it up off the pipes.
Stop it when it's in the end. I don't care if the goalie's down. We got a chance to score. Again.
And Halliday is hurt again. He was shaken up at the end of that opening game of tonight here in your baseball-style doubleheader. Tony, are we going to have enough juice to go to the final?
Ronnie!
Are we going to have enough juice to go to the final 8:30 here tonight? Maybe we should shut her down during this injury and then we can... Okay, we'll just keep going. For all of our local affiliates, we'll take this break. You're watching Potsdam Hockey live on the USA Network. After the game, when you've played 2 games, you're damn thirsty. You're damn tired. You feel like a beer. Molson. Nothing's cold as Molson. The pause that refreshes. Halliday still being attended to down on the ice. He has dislocated his shoulder on several occasions. Quite a motorbike enthusiast in the off-season. He has separated that shoulder several times. And whatever the case, he will have to continue. I look down and see no one else wearing the pads. Fortunately for that Caps team, if they need, what happened here? If they need another goaltender, they got Mike Nevin. Well, we're lucky I didn't go down break on the ice. They would have killed us. Losing the beer bottle out of the press box here.
What's the matter, Chris?
As I said before, a history of shoulder injuries.
That's Chris.
From that wild...
That guy has done it, don't you? Put the ref in the net and let's get going.
Chris Wells about to don the pads here. That's not such a bad idea, says the press box. And now we're back. 7 minutes, 15 seconds to go, folks. Hope you didn't miss too much of this excitement. Len Senecal about to have a heart attack, and Quebby with the old Brasher Falls move right there, flips it over the glass. Well, there's no glass right there. Flips it over the boards, and that'll waste at least another 30 seconds. And right now, every 30 seconds is important. They lead it 3-1, and it's time to get down and get grizzle for this AS Cappione Caps. Game 5, 3-1, Cappione's in front. Brown winds up, scores! It ain't over yet, boys, and I tell you, it's a damn lot foggier down at this end. And I think perhaps that was the case on that goal. Well, right now the Caps lead it 3-2 as Paul Brown pulls the trigger from the blue line. And we're back to within 1. Now Boprey dumping it off to number 4. He comes in. Fans on the shot, and Quebby has it. Now's the time you want to start a bench clearing brawl. Let the clock run. Quebby comes in, winds up. That shot off Brown. In there battling for it is Fiske. Fiske in behind the net. The state trooper battling there against Brown. He says, if you guys want to face off, we'll take it. We're up by 1. Cap down there. Cap saves the puck. Now Cap still battling with it. Cap lost it there. Cap battling for it. Cap, and now Hardy. Hardy takes the shot. Hewitson, he's blocked about 30 of them tonight. Comes to Quebby. He'll wind up. That's blocked. Fiske with it. Fiske wisely putting it into the corner. They want to waste that clock. As Hewitson starts around behind his own net. Both teams looking tired out there right now, and well, they should be. Cap shoots one now and hit Boprey right in the helmet. That one shook him for a minute, but then he says, no, I'm fine. Now here's Bowie. Bowie coming down with Hardy, 2-on-1. We're back on here. Mike Nevin comes out of the zone, man from Watertown, but we won't hold that against him. Nevin puts it all the way down in the zone. Smart move there with 4:10 to go. Smart move, Nevin. I'm not sure. What do you think, Steve?
I think 16 McCasland should have been given the penalty there for roughing. That's what I think. Get him off the ice.
McCasland, longtime hothead with that Potsdam team, and it's showing here tonight. Down to 3 minutes, 50 seconds. Still anybody's ball game. The Caps in front by just one mistake at this point. 3-2 here in the fifth and deciding game. And Cap makes a play at the blue line. Jack King follows through, but he couldn't come up with it. Now here's Cap. Cap lost it. McCasland comes up with it. Now Cap. Cap gets it back to the line. Hewitson with it. It's stolen away there by Kormanyos. They'd like to ping one. And some crying going on down the Creamery side, but it's a knee's a knee, boys. You can't go doing that.
They're just crying so loud.
Now the Caps in a good position here. 2 minutes, 18 seconds to go. They'll be on the power play, barring that they score a goal. They would have to allow that, but they won't be on the power play. As Kevin Fiske, the equalizer there, you knew that was going to come. Anything close, they'd have to call one back, and that's been the case all year long in this Potsdam League. A call one for the other team, but you know damn well they're going to get you back by calling one on the other side. And right now, if the Caps are smart, they would switch one man each time they get a chance, each time that there's a whistle. And now we're playing 4-on-4 hockey here for the final minute and 49, and Cappione clears it down into the zone. Now, back around behind the net. It's Paul Brown with the puck. Brown looking up.
They're going to pull the goal.
Back on, and
it's over. It's over.
Hey, where's that cup? Chris. Get that cup out there, guys. Hey, Nevin. Team picture. We'll have to go down to the dressing room after.